Good morning, everybody. My name is Patience, and welcome to Mumcott Ranch and Homestead. So glad to have you guys here this morning. This morning we are going to be doing something that is super easy, another nice treat to make, and that is called Oreo Truffles. This is a super simple, easy recipe. All you need is four ingredients, I would say. First, you will need Oreos, a brick of cream cheese. You'll also need chocolate chips and a little bit of oil. First things first, we're going to go ahead and crush up our Oreos. I do have my little food processor here. And what you'll need is 36 Oreos. All right, and we even have a little left over. Perfect. This is the consistency that we are looking for. All right. So now what we are going to do, we have our cream cheese here, and we're going to just take them in blobs and put them in there and pulse it to kind of mix it in. And this is just an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese. Okay, so I'm going to put about half in, and then I'm going to mix it in, and then I'll do the other half. Okay, that is the whole brick of cream cheese. And as you can see, it's starting to harden up a little bit. Perfect. And again, this is the consistency that we want. It's going to feel a little tacky. That's fine because we are going to roll these up into a ball and put them on a cookie sheet. I usually do them in like a nice little ball, little bite-sized piece. If you have parsnip paper or wax paper, I suggest putting it down on here because we are going to throw this in the freezer to harden these Oreo truffles. They will be easier to dip in the melted chocolate when they are frozen because right now they're a little soft still. We just need them nice and hard. They don't have to be perfect, but try to get them about the same size. The nice thing with these truffles is you can make a huge batch of these, and after you put them in the freezer, take them out, dip them in the chocolate. I usually stick that back in the freezer for a little bit to harden the chocolate. And then what I'll do is at that point you can take it out, eat them, serve them. I usually keep them in the refrigerator to keep them nice and cool with that chocolate. And then, if you're making it for yourself, You can just take them out of the refrigerator when you want some, have a couple, put them back. But what I do like is that if you are just making them for yourself or even for a party, so say you have a big party that you're going to be hosting or going to, and that morning you just don't have time to make these, what you can do is you can make these a few days or even a week or even a couple weeks beforehand and stick them in your freezer. I usually put it in a Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer. I have had these in the freezer, again, with the melted chocolate and everything on there, for over a month. And I took them out, let them thaw for a little bit. Tasted just as good as the day that you made them. So this is a great thing that you can do even around the holiday time. If you want to make a nice little cookie box or something like that, make a bunch of different cookies. You can even add this into your cookie box. Again, they're really good in the, saved in the freezer. Store them right in the freezer. And they are absolutely delicious. I like the idea that you can stick them in the freezer because if I had to eat these all at once, it would not be hard for me to do, but I do not need to eat these all at once. If you want them to look a little nicer, so they're all the same size, you can even use like one of those cookie scoop things. That way they're the same shape and everything. I don't have one of these, and this works perfectly fine. Okay, there it is. Let's go ahead and pop these in the freezer. A half hour really is all you need. Okay, so we have our Oreo balls out of the freezer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, maybe if I can open it. We are going to take some chocolate chips. Whatever preference you like. These ones are just the Hershey milk chocolate. Maybe let's start with a little over half the bag with a very little bit of oil. Just pretty much just to coat it a little bit so it doesn't burn in the microwave. Oh, it's probably good. Just a little. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stir this. To get that oil all on those chocolate chips. And we are going to microwave this just to kind of melt it. We're going to start with about 30 seconds first. Okay, so it's been 30 seconds. Going to give it a mix. And stick it back in for another 30 seconds. Okay, so we have it. You can see it's starting to melt a little bit. And you want to be very careful because as this continues to melt, your bowl will get pretty hot. All right, another 30 seconds. Okay, I think this will be about it. Oh yeah, put this up. You guys see it's perfectly melted. Okay. So I do like to move a little quickly only because this will start to harden the more you put this cold. So I'm just going to mix it around a little bit. it is. Wasn't this super quick and easy? So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go ahead and put this back in my freezer for another half hour to an hour. Really what that is going to do is just speed up that process of hardening that melted chocolate that we just put on there. And then from there you can either take it out and serve it, or you can put it into a freezer bag and pop it back into your freezer and have it for a longer storage. If you ever get that chocolate craving and you want a little chocolate, you can just take it out of the freezer and enjoy it whenever you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys watching it. Please think about liking and subscribing our channel as well, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.